Yeah, Shane, I don't think it wants me to accept your invite. I'll send it. Yeah, Shane, I don't think it wants me to accept.
The good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready.
HDMI.
It's set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Jonathan Taylor.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. On second down now. It's Taylor, and he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 24. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will make it into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He did. It is best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. And got his man. Complete. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A big play there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even...
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On second down, it's Taylor. Finding room to the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4.
No!
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Noah Fant with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And he's brought down. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So, decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 30-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Haskins going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets it forward for
Holding,
4,
really?
maybe 5,
Come
but
on,
the
man.
flags fly.
Every time.
And this one could be coming back.
Get
So
something
on the
going.
big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Again, it's Haskins. That is caught inside the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now Haskins. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long.
All right.
Flush to his right.
How do y'all leave this motherfucker wide open? Jesus Christ.
He's taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out
Had
to
you
be
playing
the
man
final
on him?
play of this first quarter. 21-3 is your score after 1.
Titans 21, Bears 3.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down
I get a
with
whole
a marker on the
back.
field.
Finally something.
So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After 1st and 2nd down went backwards, it's 3rd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hey, watch the ball. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. You.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to
Can he
it.
pick that?
Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Jason Sanders on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and this score will stay right where it is.
21.
I can remember a game here in Chicago a few years back. It was so blustery that Robbie Gould tried a field goal and just about kicked it out of bounds. Once that wind starts coming in off Lake Michigan, it can cause havoc in the kicking game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room.
What the fuck was that?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he returns to enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
They'll take
And that's now the 2nd time.
How do you pass it 20 yards in front of them? Come on,
Again,
fuck on,
another
man.
great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taylor, the ball
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Third down.
19 Tiger. Mike's 50. Let's go one more.
Out of the gun now on third down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He
Well,
rifles one, it's
hallelujah. I got
intercepted.
something for once.
Picked off inside the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Over the middle to Smith. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out.
Oh, wow. I can't even get out and fucking drop.
At the 45-yard line. Chris Jones in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. On play action, Haskins. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
16 yards.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
That's good.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now it's Haskins. Smith catches left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Haskins. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. Credit Julian Love with a pass breakup.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. Shift. Watch the shift.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Mike 54. Check. 60 Maverick. 54.
They run with Taylor. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 38-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted, third time. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Henry.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Whip, 6. Watch the whip. Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, check Mike. Blue draw, Coker. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Chris Jones has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Switch. Watch twist.
Now Haskins on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Incomplete. Grant Delpit on the coverage.
I smell 19 tight.
Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
3rd down and 11.
Watch the curl.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense over-committing. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jonnu Smith hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he bangs it home. It makes it now 35-13 our score.
Makes the score Titans 35, Bears 13. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st down, Titans.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a 1st down.
Hey, let's get this. Shift.
The give to Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
28, Jonathan.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Again, it's Taylor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bears.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Come to my world. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist. 79 Bronco.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal. They nearly had the touchdown, but he's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Mike 50. Watch the slant.
They'll drop to throw. Flush to and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Henry, the ball
I think
carrier.
that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark,
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch 54, watch 54.
On 1st down, Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Mike's 5-4. Check the tight end. Check the tight. Check the tight. Check the backer. Check the backer.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end.
54. Know your job. Right there. 54, right there.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Titans 49, Bears 13. Jason Sanders set to kick off.